brings ever new joy. The rainbow of light from the DNA brings ever new joy, coursing through the body like the light of the sun, rays of sunlight, rays of the sun, lighting every cell, lighting our brain, lighting the whole world with ever new joy.
So, the pineal gland is on this level, same level as your eyebrows, and it governs your DNA. This is, everything I'm telling you is some things that I've learned from within my own experience and from meditation and from taking an internal tour of my body. So, your DNA is regulated here, and by the pineal gland, which is in the center of your head on the same level as the eyebrows. Now, DNA is a tubing structure. DNA is like rays of sunlight, but those rays of sunlight, like the ones bouncing off of me right now so you can see me in this video, this sunlight, these rays of sunlight are a container for information. And that information comes from your crown. So your DNA is rays of sunlight shooting throughout your body, like sunbeams. And it's a tube. And inside of the tube is supposed to be the white light of the crown, coming in from the top of the head. Now, most people that I've encountered, most of the DNA activation work I've encountered makes really very little reference to the importance of this higher connection. They make very strong references to the helix and the number of strands, and you know, you could have a hose that's as fancy as you want, and as many strands as you want it to have, and you know, crude analogy, but you know, the best and most amazing, biggest hose you could possibly think of, right? But if you don't turn the water on, nothing's going to happen. So you have to activate the, you have to turn on the water, and then the DNA can run. DNA is a tubing. It is meant to carry something inside of it, and it's supposed to come from your crown. So in this DNA coding that I offer, I make sure your crown is activated, and then I do the DNA work. I can't tell you any further details of the DNA activation because it's unique to everyone. Who, each time I run it with you, you know, even if I do this DNA coding many times, it'll be different. The DNA coding number, by the way, is C115. But each time I run the C115 coding with you, it'll be different because DNA changes very quickly. It changes with every thought you think. I can't possibly tell you what the coding is going to be because it's up to you and your highest self, and I'm a facilitator. Now, if I was programming you, mind controlling you to be what I thought the perfect you should be, then I could tell you what the coding would be right now. But since I'm not going to mind control you or tell you what to think or program your system to be something other than what your higher self wants, I have to wait and say, well, you know, this coding is going to activate your DNA. It's going to ensure that the light and the power is flowing through your body, but I can't tell you the precise details because I don't know yet. It hasn't happened yet. I don't need to know either. It's not my responsibility to know precisely what your coding is going to be. What I do is I hold space for your higher self to come in and do the coding so that you become you. I don't want you to become me. I want you to become you. And the only way for that to happen is if I simply hold space for your higher self to come in, brighten you up, light you up, make you blazing like the sun, and then the result of this coding, the results could be many and varied, but a similar trend will be greater inspiration on a daily basis, greater joy, higher levels of joy, greater light shining forth from your skin, you know, blazing in your eyes, blazing in your face, greater light. DNA activation leads to enlightenment because the brain and nervous system are the light of the body. And as you turn on the DNA system, your whole body becomes suffused with this internal light that you can see in the mirror. It's not just this fancy aura stuff or subtle vision, you know, subtle perceptions. Your skin looks brighter. Your skin looks deeper. Your skin reflects light differently. That's one of the classic ways. It's the first thing I noticed when I was doing DNA activation work on myself was my skin started to reflect light differently. I could see it because I knew I did something to my body. So I was just saying, well, hey, how will this look differently in my appearance in the mirror or in the sunlight? And it makes your skin reflect light differently. Makes your eyes deeper, like they become infinite pools without any depth, ever deeper. And it makes all the hair on your body refract the sunlight into a rainbow more and more. So there are many advantages to this coating, but it will always be unique to you. This is the coating of identity itself. This is your identity. This is your human personality, the very structure of your mind. Now, how can I possibly tell you in advance what the new structure of your mind is going to be? Because these centers are all about formulating the future, all about giving you a new future, changing your life and helping you be who you want to be. How could that possibly be the same for every person? It can't be. So all I can say for this coding is I hold space for your higher self to give you whatever it is that you need for your optimal activation of the DNA. So you can be you, so you can remember who you are, so you can express yourself in this world, so you can change your future, so you can be suffused with light and joy and happiness, have your own ideas, have new ideas no one's ever thought before, and change the world just by being you and shining. As the DNA coding runs in you, you help to light the globe, because light work is brain and nervous system work within the body. The light component of the body is the brain and nervous system. DNA activation is an activation of the brain and nervous system. So as you receive this coding, which you can order on my site, it helps you to light the world, it helps you to light your own life, helps you to make a difference, while you yourself enjoy greater inspiration, intuition, clarity, wisdom, like the owl. Helps you make better decisions, helps you in many ways. So, and the tiniest of the ways, perhaps, that you'll notice in the beginning is just a greater joy, a greater sense of lightness. You know, ascension is about raising the frequency of the planet, right? Well, if you want to raise your frequency, it's the only way you're going to help the planet, and the way that you raise your frequency is with the brain and nervous system. Brain and nervous system is the light machine of the body, and it raises the frequencies of the body. So DNA activation helps you raise the vibrations of your body, which is part of the ascension process. So, hope you've enjoyed this explanation of how I do DNA work, how I do DNA activation, and if you like the coding, as I said, you can order it on my site, www.evernewjoy.net. Should be right here, right, just below my finger. You can see the address, and hope you enjoy it. You can usually fulfill orders within a few days after you order. Once you order, I'll reply to you by email, and then we can go from there. So I hope you have a wonderful day. Remember my message at the beginning, you are important, you are essential, and I'm glad you're here. So please carry on, do your thing, help me light the world by being you.